Next topic is dealing with communication in relation to emergency calls, and we are very happy that we have somebody from the Czech Republic, from our neighbor country over here. This is Mr. Wachtel, and I just have to look, or maybe you can introduce a little bit yourself, so okay. I do not have to look on your CV.
Okay, because I think I didn't send the CV anyway. So I better introduce myself. My background, our background is in telecommunications mainly. We come from Czech Republic, the company 2N Telecommunications. What our core business contains is mainly PBXs, VoIP gateways and GSM gateways, but also IP door communicators and obviously lift communication solutions and solutions for remote elevator monitoring. That's why we are here, and we would like to share some points regarding this topic with you. Thank you very much again for introducing me. Thank you guys for being here. I understand we all are after lunch, or some of us are waiting impatiently for the lunch. So I'll make sure I'll make it super brief and to the point. In this presentation, what I would like actually to fly through to mention is the current solutions for lift emergency. For lift monitoring, the emerging solutions in this regard, in this field, and above all, last but not least, solutions which we as a 2N Telecommunications bring to the table in this field. Now, before I actually kick off, yesterday and today I met many people on our booth who were not aware what lift monitoring or remote lift monitoring is about. Who of you has no idea whatsoever what we are talking about here, what the monitoring of elevators is about? Everybody has some fixed idea what we are here for. Okay, that's even easier for me then. We got 5 minutes less than again from the presentation. Basically, what I would like to talk about is how to control the basic elevator functions through gathering and evaluating the relevant data, what you need for that, in order not to have the need anymore to send your technicians to the sites, to spend money, time and manpower costs on those cases, and to give you a chance, or the companies who are interested in that, to give them a chance to create successful, sufficient margin-generating business cases. What I mean with the functions of the elevator, I think it's clear for all of us. We are from the elevator business. Those are the things like if the elevator is landing properly, how the elevator is accelerating, if the lighting is proper, if there is the right energy backup, etc., etc. You can see it on the slide. Those are all the things which should be checked, which should be controlled, which should be monitored. Usually, like I said, back in the days, and even now, in some cases, there are still technicians checking this out every now and then. The idea of the monitoring is that now machines are doing this for you. And not only that, the solutions which I want to talk about, they don't only evaluate and follow the data from the elevators, particularly from the controllers, because this is what it's all about, but also give you a chance, and your systems have the chance to react accordingly. Basically what happens is that the system for the lift monitoring receives the data from the elevator and reacts to that. If there is some fault, if there is some faulty message, you have the chance to correct the unwanted status. For example, to give you an example, so you have the idea is that slow down the elevator, make sure the acceleration is correct again, stop the elevator completely before somebody comes and fixes the elevator into the wanted status again. What should be the obvious benefits of the monitoring systems? It's quite handy. There are basically two groups of people, of subjects, who have some benefit from those emerging systems, and that's what makes these solutions nowadays so interesting, also from the business point of view. First of all, the benefits for the customers, for the people using those elevators, is obviously enhanced safety, and faster reaction time. Whenever there is something wrong with the elevator, it doesn't take days before somebody comes to control the elevator, but whoever is managing the installation of the elevator knows about it right away. That's a clear benefit for the customer. Then on the other side are the companies who make business through managing and servicing the elevators which are used by the end customers. For those companies, these solutions offer them the chance to have a more sophisticated, centralized and efficient system for such an action, for such business cases. These monitoring systems give you a chance. Sorry for my little mistake there. Give you a chance to apply business cases in most and much bigger extent than now. You are able now to manage and administer elevators in numbers of 10,000s and more, just simply because the machines are working for you. But what is the most essential thing about these systems and what makes them so attractive and why everybody is now asking here around Interlift for that is the obvious cutting down the manpower costs on that. The best case is what I heard from Austria, from Vienna. There is a regulation, I'm not sure if it's the same here in Germany, that every elevator in Vienna has to be checked by a technician every week. The technician has to come and make sure the elevator works properly. However, if in Vienna the elevator is equipped with a remote monitoring system, this regular control by the technician must happen by law only every 3 months. So if you have, in such a case, for example, we make an example for like 1,000 elevators which are working throughout Vienna, you save immense amount of money on that. You increase your profit, you increase your costs, and this is what makes it even sexy, I would say. Now, before we go to the solutions, it's obvious that the biggest player on the markets, like the notorious Kone, Otis, Schindler, Thyssen, these companies, they have integrated their own systems for monitoring within their particular solutions. So they have solutions for emergency communications, integrated with solution for remote monitoring of the lifts, and many more functions. However, there is still a big piece of the pie which can be exploited, where there is space for another systems for elevator monitoring. Obviously, it's not only 2N who brought some systems to the market, it's other guys. I'm sure you will see them around, but there is definitely space, and let's see what's happening with the monitoring nowadays. I would like to use maybe the REM system, the REM system from Otis, to give you the best example of the first two possible ways how to take care of the remote monitoring. What the Otis guys do with the REM system is that within the controller of the elevator, there is a modem who basically transmits the data from the controller, the desired data from the particular parts by the telephone line. This used to be the classic solution for some days. However, it has some disadvantages connected to the characteristics of the telephone lines, etc. We actually work with Otis on the REM solution. Because on some installations, in some cases, there was simply not a possibility to have remote monitoring with the telephone line. What we came up with together with Otis was basically a solution based on GSM, connection via GSM, whereas the data were linked and routed to the center, to the data center through GSM. Needless to say, the GSM network has a certain characteristics which, as you will see later, brought us to the solution with rather 3G. With GSM, the GSM network doesn't support the transmission of voice and data at the same time. So with the monitoring, there was the thing that the transmission of the data had always have the, to say it like in a really simple way. The transmission of the data was always in front of the voice. That's, however, a system which is working pretty fine. It's very desired by the customers, but I would also like to show you another way how to take care of the monitoring. We at 2N, since we have a background in telecommunications, and we were thinking how to make things really simple, cost efficient, and really approachable by the customers, we came up with a solution, the first solution I would like to talk about, and it's called SmartCom, which is basically data transmission from the controller of your elevator through GPRS. And data basically travel, to say it in a simple way, through GPRS, through GSM, into Internet, and then you can work with those data basically from your home, from the center, or however you want. Here's the scheme of the SmartCom. It can give you idea what kind of application you may use. It can give you idea what to look for here at Interlift. It can give you idea of what we are working with. The most controllers nowadays, the newer ones, or the ones which are used, work with serial interfaces. So we were thinking at 2N how to grasp this thing. And we came up with a little device which you can connect through the industrial ports, such as RS-232, RS-485, or the M-Bus. You can connect this device to your controller, and with the help of a SIM card which supports the data transmission, you are able to get those data from the controller through Internet to your computer. It's simple as that. You have the chance to get the data at any time, any moment, constant flow, or whenever you need. Obviously, you need some software to be able to analyze and evaluate the data. You need a software to maybe, as I said before, to react to what's happening in the elevator. But then again, this is something which is also established in the market. And we also are able to customize such a software which we already have. For that case that you don't want to look around at the market for such an application, we can provide you the SmartCom and software to get you the whole package, whole system. Since SmartCom has also things like relays and inputs, which enables you to work with the elevator remotely in case of need. Obvious things are the benefits which I already mentioned before, as the cost reduction, etc. Nothing I need to go more into. So let me go to the other solutions which are on the market nowadays. Some people, they are working with data connection over LAN from CAN bus, or they use the voice and data connection over LAN from the Ethernet, regular Ethernet port, the Ethernet interface. Those things have some advantages, as established LAN network, some disadvantages, that the group of elevators you are working with must be connected over the LAN to some centralized computer, which then communicates with your data center. However, again, it's one of the solutions which are here, which you should be aware of, and which I wanted to mention before I go to another thing which we came up with, the easy route. Because we always face the demand for emergency communication and more for remote monitoring. And like I said, the GSM network doesn't support the transmission of voice, which would be the emergency communication, and the data, which would be the monitoring at the same time. Also, what's happening nowadays in the European countries, the GSM networks are more and more becoming oblivious, and they are being replaced by a UMTS/3G network, which is faster, has much more capacity, and has a very, very big advantage. It supports the transmission of the data and voice at the same time. And this is something which we decided to work with, and we came up with a solution which is combining exactly what we were asked for: the remote monitoring and emergency communication. Here's basically the scheme which we came up with. You can, for your better imagination, you can imagine, let's say, a building with 4 elevators, which you need to take care of. You need to equip them with emergency communication. You need to make sure that you can monitor them remotely from the warmth of your home, for example. And you also want to make sure that you can have thousands of these applications throughout the time. How it actually works, the EasyRoute is equipped with 4-port Ethernet switch, and it also has one port for analog line. So what you do, you first pick a solution for emergency communication. It may be 2N, it may be some other provider of such a solution, and you make sure that you connect it with the EasyRoute, whereas by which you secure the emergency communication, but also you connect through the LAN ports, through the regular Ethernet, the particle controllers of the elevators with the EasyRoute. Then the EasyRoute is able to transmit the data and voice when needed over the 3G network with the speed you can see, again to the internet, and then to wherever you need via internet, where you can have access as you need. I'm now thinking if it's clear enough regarding the EasyRoute or not. The drawing seems a little confusing, but then again, I'm not here only to promote some EasyRoute. I just want you to have idea how this system works, what you can look for, and maybe compare what you need exactly to have a tailor-made solution, so that you know what the companies are working with. I'm thinking that now I would like to do something with what everybody always likes and prefers. At this moment, I would like to finish earlier and finish this presentation. I'm not here actually to go too much into the detail. After all, I'm just a salesman. But what I would like to do, if I attracted some attention for these solutions, you can find us in the hall 5, all the way down 5046. And those are the people who are technically skilled, who can discuss with you more the remote monitoring and our solutions. And at this moment, if there are no questions, I would like to thank you for the attention and maaltijd.
Mr. Marketing, thank you very much for this presentation, because I think this is really a problem, and with your product maybe it's very helpful, because you use the only problem we still have in emergency call transmission and remote monitoring is the communication network, you know. And so it was very interesting to that you use mobile telecommunication systems, and also the UMTS. It's very interesting. So I would recommend very much to see your booth, you know, for everybody over here. The booth is in hall 5, the number 5046.
Yes.
And I think, by the way, you said as a salesman, you did a lovely presentation as a salesman technically. Yeah? So thank you very much. Are there any questions for Mr. Wachter? Well, thank you very much that you came over here, and good luck for the time in the show here.